Limbo's Inside developer shows concept art from next game. Playdead had tweeted out a new photo of a game. It kind of looks like it's in space with kind of like a meteor falling or something like that. And they were saying, thanks for the warm reception of Inside. Here's a new look at our game. Does it say what it's called? It doesn't. Okay, cool. It looks great. It looks a little bit more in depth. It looks almost where it's not a side scroller, just from the look at that screenshot. Of course, that could just be, concept art for the game. But if they're breaking out of the side scroller that they've been pretty much intact with from Limbo and Inside, it'd be pretty interesting to see what Playdead could do. But you got this kind of monochromatic, in a way, look here. It's not a lot of colors popping, so it's staying in line with what they're really good at. So looking forward to that one for sure. And then the next one's Pokemon, right? Awesome. Pokemon's been gangbusters this year. Just been selling up a huge ton. Pokemon Sun and Moon passes huge sale milestone. Pokemon Sun and Moon are the fastest Nintendo games in the company's history to sell more than 4 million copies. According to a statement from Nintendo, Pokemon Sun and Moon came in number 2 and 3 of the NPD Group's list of best-selling games for the month of December. Combined, the two games sold 4.5 million copies since their release in late November. The last quarter of the year was the best-selling quarter for software in the Nintendo 3DS history, with 7.3 million copies of the first-party Nintendo games sold during the 3-month period. Most of that goes into the release of Pokemon Sun and Moon, Super Mario Kart 7, Super Mario Maker as well. If you haven't played Sun and Moon yet, I think it's a really good kind of reboot for the series and does a really good job of, bringing in new players and old players and really giving them that nostalgic feel, because you get a lot of the original Gen 1 and Gen 2 Pokemon. And just seeing the sales figures for that is kind of amazing. 4.5 million between both of them. I'm curious to see which one sold more. Was it Sun or Moon? I know a lot of people that I know personally got Sun over Moon, but put both of them together, 4.5 million. 4.5 million. Now, we were talking a lot about comic book characters before this, and one thing that was pretty interesting this week was the release of the second Injustice trailer. We have it up on our Facebook page if you want to go look at that. And along with that, you had NetherRealm Studios announcing the Injustice 2 beta. And the game looks great. One of my favorite things about Injustice was the storyline, so I'm curious to see what it's going to be like. But you can sign up for the Injustice 2 online beta. More details will be out about the early trial of the fighting game. Injustice 2 will launch in May, available in standard packages, as well as digital deluxe and ultimate options. The special versions of the fighting game include DLC characters like Power Girl skin. You're not even getting Power Girl, you're getting a Power Girl skin. No matter what version, then Injustice 2, blah, blah, blah. So there is a question on the Facebook side from, I want to say it is Derek. Daniel, he asked, I'm putting Allie through the ringer here with changing everything. He asked, what did you think of the latest Injustice 2 trailer? Are you excited to unlock Darkseid as a pre-order bonus? I was very excited about the trailer. The voiceover, you don't know who it is, and it's kind of giving like both sides of what's going on. Are they friend? Are they foe? Are they this or that? And it's cool to hear all of that, because both of those could be applied. Are they a savior? Are they a monster? But as the trailer goes on, you keep seeing it over and over and over again. And you get to the point where they reveal who's talking, and it's Brainiac. And I thought that was freaking awesome. But the very end, after the trailer's done and everything, then they show Darkseid walking. And when they showed the boots and everything, I was like, this is Darkseid. If you don't know who Darkseid is, he's the big bad of the DCU. Like, he's the one that just kills people like left and right, Omega beams. But he's walking up and it's like, play as Darkseid, pre-order. And I'm just like, stop with the pre-order madness, please, 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 because I want to play as Darkseid. I think he would be a really cool character, but now for me to even be able to play him at launch, I have to pre-order because people pre-order, and this is how they get people to pre-order. There's all of these pre-order bonuses, and I just wish they would put everything out for everybody, just everybody. So it kind of upsets me in a way to see them put that paywall or pre-order wall up for everybody, but it is what it is. I'm excited for the game. I want to say it's May. Let me look up when the release date is so everybody knows. Injustice 2 release date. I want to say it's like May 23rd or something like that. It does not have a pre-order date yet. It just says 2017. I don't think that's right. Oh, well. We'll look it up later. All right. Moving on. The Wii U is dead. It's dying. It's croaking on its own blood. The last game for the Wii U that will be made is The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. And it's been a long freaking time. Like, Breath of the Wild should have been out 2 years ago. It's disappointing. Disappointing you, Nintendo. I didn't get to be on the show last week. And you would have got all my... I'm not even going to get into it because it would be a whole nother podcast. My disappointment for it. Speaking to Polygon, Nintendo of America's president, Reggie Fils-Aimé, Reggie, that's what I like to call him, said that from a first-party standpoint, there are no new development coming after the launch of Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. We really are at an end of the life of the Wii U. A few months ago, they stopped production of the Wii U, so this is no surprise that this is the final game that will be coming out from a first-party standpoint. So I'm not even going to give it a seven guns salute. But some exciting news with some new confirmed Nintendo Switch games that's coming out in the launch window. And the first of those being Shovel Knight. If you haven't played Shovel Knight, it is a fantastic game, 8-bit side-scroller. And seeing that Yacht Club is going to be putting Shovel Knight Treasure Trove and Shovel Knight Spectre of Torment coming out during the launch window ahead of their releases on other consoles is pretty interesting. No specific release date was announced, and Yacht Club did not hint how close the Nintendo Switch March 3 launch the release will be, but in a blog post, the developer did confirm Treasure Trove will be available for $24.99, while the standalone Spectre of Torment will be $9.99. Spectre of Torment and Shovel Knight's two-player co-op mode will be playable on Switch on the show floor of PAX South, if you're going to be going to that, which takes place in San Antonio, Texas, January 27th through 29th. So that's coming up this week. That's going to be, I think, Friday through Sunday. Yes, Friday through Sunday. So if you want to go check those out and you're going to be at PAX South, you can definitely do that. Yacht Club also announced a sound test mode featuring all the tracks from the game, which will come on all the versions as an update. The next game that has been confirmed that was previously released is the Binding of Isaac Afterbirth, and this is going to be a launch title as well. Publisher Nicholas, I guess that's how you would say that, has announced that The Binding of Isaac Afterbirth Plus will be a launch day title for Nintendo Switch, priced at $39.99. The horrible, brilliant twin-stick dungeon crawler was confirmed for March 3rd on The Binding of Isaac's blog. It will be available as a box and digital release in the U.S., with digital release expected worldwide. So I've never played Binding of Isaac, not Iris, Binding of Isaac, but apparently it's an amazing game. So getting more and more games coming out on launch is a really good thing. Like, Nintendo needs that desperately. I know one person compared, they would take the Xbox One and the PS4's release dates and compared to Nintendo has Zelda. They would take Nintendo's Switch release over the PS4 or the Xbox One. And I can see where you're going there. Zelda's going to have a ton of stuff in there to do, but there's not a lot of depth other than Zelda. And seeing Binding of Isaac being added on there is a very, very good thing. And I'm curious to see if Shovel Knight is going to be on that list here in the next few weeks or whatever. And if you got a Nintendo Switch pre-order, congratulations. You're one of the 3 people that got that. I find it freaking ridiculous that Nintendo does not know how to do pre-orders. I understand they don't want to be in the situation they'd had with the Wii U where, they put out a ton of stock and then it didn't sell and it looks like it wasn't doing well. But putting 3 pre-orders up on Amazon, GameStop, and every other big box store is a little ridiculous. Stop doing this. Stop being a crappy little toy company and actually provide what people want. There's my little spill there.